Hi there, it's Mary from stampingmary.stampinup.net. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's card features the beautiful balloons stamp set and dies bundle, as well as a coordinating designer series paper. It's a fun fold and a gift card holder, so the card opens up like this and your gift card goes right in there. Very easy little way to make a cute card. I've used It's time for a celebration, so it can be for birthday or really whatever type of celebration. Let me show you how I made it. We're using Berry Burst as our base for the cardstock, and it measures 11 inches by 4 1/4. And we are using some of the designer series paper also, so 2 pieces that measure 2 1/4 by 3 1/2, and another strip for the side down here, so that piece there, and then a piece of thick whisper white for the inside stamping, and that measures 4 by 5 1/4. I've put all these dimensions and cutting in the description bar below. Let's bring in my trimmer just to do some scoring. So I'm just going to do 2 score marks, and we're going to score at 2 1/4. Make sure you have your scoring tool, not your cutting blade. 2 1/4, and then 5 1/2. Okay. Fold and burnish. So fold it in half on that half score mark, and then you've got your other score mark there. Just fold that one over, and that is what forms our gift card, where the gift card goes. So we don't have, I'm just going to grab in one of our retired dies punches, just to make that little tick mark in there, just so that it's easy to get that gift card out. Any one of your punches will do. I'm just using one of the smaller ones. So I just want to get that done first, in case I forget, because we're going to be adhering this down. Let's put some of our designer series paper on first, the front and the back, before we get to the stamping. So I'm going to put a piece, either side's cute, of this paper. So I'm going to put a piece in here. We'll put that down first. Make sure that's nice and straight. Yep. And then through here you can either use your tear and tape or your glue. I'm actually going to use tear and tape. Squeeze that out. Just a little bit of tear and tape just there. Yeah. That folds over. You could put some more stamping or another piece of paper in there if you want to. And that's the actual fold of the card. Very simple. Put another piece of designer series paper on the front. Okay. Right, so that's the card put together, the base of the card put together. That paper is so pretty, isn't it? Really love these bright colours. And I often go for more subtles, but I'm really liking the brights this season. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is the stamping for this big balloon and the cute little tail, and the stamping for the inside. So I'm going to bring in my foam mat, because this is a big photo polymer stamp and it just needs a little bit of cushioning when you stamp it. It's such a bold stamp. So let's get a piece of cardstock here. This is just thick basic white, and I'm using Berry Burst and lemon lime twist. Get that berry burst out. This is a bright colour, and this is a returning colour from our this berry burst was around a few years ago in our Stampin' Up catalogue, and it's come back, and I'm very happy about that. So I'm just going to stamp it down, get a nice bit of nicely inked up, I should say. It's a very juicy stamp pad, this one. I might just need, it might be a bit much ink. I'm just going to grab a piece of scratch paper and just stamp off for one moment. Just want to make sure I've got a nice clean image. Might have a mark on my stamp there, I think. I might have to just do, yeah, that's coming up better. All right, okay. All right, whoops. Let's get this stamped. So straight down, straight up. Oh dear. Not really very good, is it? We might just have to redo that one again. Won't be a moment while I clean off my stamp. All right, so unfortunately my stamp was not as clean as it could have been. So let's just do that one again. There we go. There's our berry burst. Now, this particular stamp, it does have, you know, it's got the little stars in it. So you might have to stamp a couple of times to get the perfect image for you, but we'll go with this one for this purposes of this video. So close up the stamp pad and bring in lemon lime twist and stamp that cute little tail, and then I can run these both through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I'm going to run them through with the two dies. So that's the die for that cute little frill, or the tail of the balloon, we'll say, and the balloon, the die for the balloon. There are so many pretty dies in the stamp set. Let me just grab out this balloon die. There it is. So there's the balloon die right there. And then for the background, I'm using that really pretty Bubble Bath Designer's cardstock, and that's one of the nested dies. So here's that die I'm going to use. Nested Essentials dies. Here's the rest of them. If you haven't already checked them out in the catalogue, I've put a link in the description bar below. Whoops, make sure you can see them properly. They are awesome. So I'm going to run that through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine also. So let's go and run those through now. Alright, so there's our 3 die pieces cut out. A little bit more stamping. So I'm going to stamp around the edge of this piece, the Bubble Bath piece, in Bubble Bath with another one of the stamps from this stamp set. So this one right here. Yep, that one. So using my foam mat just to give a clearer image and a little bit more cushioning for the photopolymer stamp. Just all over. Bit of background stamping. And then for the inside, I'm going to use the lemon lime twist for the sentiment. And here we go. I'll pop the designer series paper, is just going to go there. So I'll just get this straight. Straighten that up. Okay. Just in the middle. Go. Oh, lucky there's 2 pieces to each side of designer. Lucky there's 2 pieces of lucky there's 2 pieces to a piece of cards, 2 sides to a piece of cardstock, right? What was I trying to say? All right. I'm not having the best stamping day today, unfortunately. Okay. Right, this time. Okay, that's all right. Put a piece of designer series paper, put our designer series paper down the side. This striped side would also look really cute too for this card. Go. And then this one goes on the inside. We've all stamped both sides of a piece of cardstock, haven't we? Okay. Just going to try and get it as even as I can with that other piece of cardstock that's in here. There we go. And then on the front, we're going to put this on with dimensionals. If you haven't checked out this suite yet, I do recommend it. It's not just for birthdays. Not just for birthdays at all. This one can go on, the balloon can go on next. A couple more dimensionals. And we're nearly finished. And then this can go right underneath here. My neighbour has just started to use their outside gardening equipment, but it's okay. And pop that under there. I just popped a little bit of tape on there, and there you have it. A gift card holder with a little bit of a fun fold using the Beautiful Balloons bundle. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me, stampingmary@gmail.com. Thanks so much and have a good day.